In 1980, the median home price in Jacksonville was about $45,000. The average price of a McDonald's hamburger was about 60 cents. And, thanks to an ongoing energy crisis, gas cost $1.19 a gallon. In an effort to conserve energy, FJC's Board of Trustees approved a 4-day work week at Kent and South campuses during the summer term. Employees had to work 40 hours in those 4 days, but the shorter work weeks were still a big hit with students and staff. So much so that the college wound up rolling out the 4-day week at all campuses in spring and summer 1981, saving an estimated $40,000 in energy costs that first year. Professor Derby Ulloa launched our sculpture program that fall. Come October, the FJC Jazz Ensembles opened the first annual Mayport and All That Jazz Festival, which would become the Jacksonville Jazz Festival. The Mayport Jazz Fest was billed as the city's first, but FJC had actually been running its own jazz festival since 1975, and had just that spring featured Dizzy Gillespie, the artist the Mayport Jazz Fest had tried and failed to get for its headliner. The FJC Stars softball team played its first ever game in March of 1981, splitting a doubleheader with JU. Remarkably, within just 3 years, the team would finish second in the national championships. After 14 seasons without a home, the FJC Stars basketball team played its first ever home game in the brand new South Campus Gymnasium. About 400 people, including a band and cheerleaders, showed up to watch the Stars play Edward Waters. Sadly, Edward Waters got the win, but the new gym was a slam dunk.
For the first time since I came to Jacksonville, I feel like a real college basketball coach. I finally have something worthwhile to offer a kid.
She certainly wasn't a kid, but 116-year-old Nancy Vine was a student. In the winter of 1982, FJC's oldest student took art classes at her nursing home as part of FJC's Senior Adult Center programming. Born the year Abraham Lincoln died, she was still taking those classes when she turned 122. The college administration building on State Street, now called the AO, opened its doors in March. The 4-story building was the first dedicated exclusively to administration. Before this, college officials had made do with rooms in the Atlantic Coastline Building at Kent campus or in the Universal Marion Building. Worth quoting, a speaker series sponsored by the Center for Continuing Education of Women kicked off in June of 1982. The first guest was Judith Viorst, who wrote the children's book, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. By the time Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Ellen Goodman came in January 1983, speakers were being interviewed and recorded by the FJC television department, and later run on Cablevision Channel 26. The worth-quoting series continued for over 20 years, featuring notable writers such as Margaret Atwood and Alice Walker. And in November 1982, despite sub-freezing temperatures, snow flurries, and a very hilly course, our women's cross-country team won the National Junior College Cross Country Championship in upstate New York, coming home to a cheering crowd. In the fall of 1983, FJC launched a TV production and direction program to teach students the skills needed to work in entry-level positions in TV stations and production companies. During this time period, FJC also ran educational programs in the evenings on cable and public access channels in Jacksonville and Fernandina Beach.
Florida Junior College is the new Brain Brawl champion with 660 points.
For the second time in 2 years, FJC won the annual Florida College System Brain Bowl tournament. The team was coached by a familiar face around here, none other than Milt Roussos. In May, FJC began offering classes in the American Transtech Building, a first step toward the college eventually having a dedicated center in Deerwood. And in September, FJC opened the Lawrence R. Geis Southeastern Marine Technical Center, named in honor of a retired Rear Admiral who had worked in administration. In addition to classrooms, the site included waterfront and dock space for hands-on training. Classes at Geis were also offered for local recreational boaters.